Can you use affirmations to come together physically with your twin flame? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Breann, a master certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm in harmonious union with my twin flame, and through the teachings of union and applying the mirror exercise, we have been married and together since January of 2020. Let's dive back into the video. Can you come together physically with your twin flame through the use of affirmations? The answer to that is yes and no, and I'm going to tell you why. Although affirmations are powerful on their own, if you understand the dynamics of the twin flame journey and really any spiritual journey that you take, that you can use affirmations, but along with a spiritual tool. And why is that? Well, if you are stating affirmations, right, affirmations are powerful. But the twin flame journey, it's about feeling your feelings, right? It's going to those really dark places in your consciousness where love has been locked out, or where you're experiencing separation from your twin flame. It could be fear, wounds, traumas, childhood, things that happen in your childhood that we often numb ourselves out to, and we develop coping mechanisms to deal with those kinds of things. If you're just stating affirmations and there's something inside of you that doesn't exactly believe in that affirmation, let's just use an example. Let's say if I was affirming that I'm worthy and I'm deserving of being with my twin flame. Well, if I don't truly believe that, I can say that affirmation as much as I want, and it's not really going to shift or change anything, because it comes to a place of where I'm just trying to convince myself. Whereas if I partner those affirmations with the inner healing work really takes you deep into, that place within you where logically that you are deserving and you are worthy of being with your twin flame. But the inner healing work, it really takes you and points you to the place where you don't believe that to be true. Because if you understand that our mind is vast and wide, and there's a lot of, components to it. And so logically, you could sit here and understand and know the truth that you are deserving, but there's going to be a part of you that doesn't believe in that. And that part of you could be a 5-year-old version of you that experienced some kind of trauma or abuse or something, as a child. And so that 5-year-old inner child inside of you doesn't believe he or she is worthy. And so you today may sit here and say, well, I am, and you're totally right that you are, and you can even affirm that because it's the truth. But that 5-year-old version of you, and I'm just using this as an example, right, doesn't believe that to be true because they're still stuck in that hurt, in that upset, and that's where the inner healing work is required. So if you are doing the inner healing work along with the affirmations, you totally can manifest physical togetherness with your twin flame. But if you're just going about it just the affirmation route, you're going to find that it's very slow and long drawn out, and you're not going to really understand. Well, you are now because I'm sharing with you. And if you have been trying to do it this way, there's a there's going to be a frustration, and why aren't things changing? I'm affirming all of these beautiful things, and nothing is really shifting or moving in my journey. Well, this is why, is because an affirmation is kind of like a surface level thing, where doing the inner healing work by applying the mirror exercise, it pinpoints that place in your consciousness where you are experiencing separation from your twin flame, so that you can transcend it, meaning that you can bring in something new, right? Because you had a not so pleasant experience or experiences throughout your life where you can, choose to experience something different by identifying where you have been hurting. And this is actually one of the ways that, I first began my twin flame journey when I realized that I had a twin flame. I think it was back in 2015, 2016. I immediately started Googling, ways that I could bring my twin flame back to me. And affirmations was one of the very first techniques that I seen. And I did attempt, affirmations, and I still use affirmations today, even being 5 years into my harmonious twin flame union. But I've also coupled that with doing the inner healing work, because if you do both of those together, it makes your healing very, it makes it incredibly powerful. And you do experience results and movement with your twin flame. You experience that separation coming to an end, and being resolved for good. So if you're stuck in kind of like affirmation land and you're not really understanding on, okay, I keep hearing, this twin flame inner work, lingo, like what does that mean? What does the inner work actually look like? What is it, in a tangible way? What is that going to be like for me? Well, as I said in the beginning, I'm a master certified ascension coach, and I have a lot of experience in having healed, physical separation in my own union, and supporting my clients through healing separation with their twin flame. So I'm very well equipped to help you with this, and I can show you how you can partner the affirmations along with the mirror exercise, which will really speed up, your journey and you experiencing miracles and results, which feels really good. And it is what you should be experiencing, because separation is not okay. It's incredibly painful. It's heartbreaking. And I know that you know those feelings, and I've been there and I get it. And yeah, I can even share a little something here too. But I actually had a dream the other night, and in the dream, my twin flame and I, we were not talking. We were in a large auditorium, and we were both in the same room in this auditorium. And I was sitting in the audience, and I was looking off to the left-hand side, looking at my twin flame. And my twin flame, I guess, was like supporting with ushering people in and showing them where their seats were and things like that. Although we were in the same physical location, there was an upset in my heart, and a massive disconnect. And I felt so sad. I felt so much grief that although we were in the same room, there was no interconnection. Like we were not actually talking. We were not together in my dream. We knew of each other, and we knew that we were twin flames, but there was no talking, no communication, and we just happened to be in the same location. When I woke up from that dream, I felt a lot of like sadness in my heart, and I really had to, process it, and, like get clear on what this is. And what it reminded me of is, like I said, I've been in Harmonious Union for nearly 5 years now. And so I don't resonate with like physical separation any longer, because I've healed that part of my mind and my heart. And so sometimes I have forgotten, what it's like to be in that state, because I spent a lot of years in that state of just feeling lonely and devastated, and nothing really changing for me, feeling heartbroken, in my love life, with my romantic partner. While I was moving through physical separation, I knew that it felt bad, and I knew that I felt lonely, and I knew that I felt, grief a lot, and I felt sadness. But because I was in it, it was almost like there was a little bit of, it was kind of normal as well. And now that I'm, in a space of harmony and peace with my twin flame, and we live our lives together as one, and there's constant communication, and lots of, we still have our challenges, no doubt about that. There's peace at the core. There's peace, like we connect, we talk. There's a flow there now, where it wasn't before. But now that I'm out of that completely, it was almost like I had a taste of what that was actually like being, kind of dipped back into it again. And it's like it's not cool at all. Like it's horrible. And so you deserve to be physically together with your twin flame. And that's what the dream meant for me. It was like, it was just kind of a reminder of where I was and where I had come from. And I felt so grateful to myself that I showed up for myself consistently in doing my inner healing work. You know, becoming a student of the teachings of union, and having a coach. I work with my coach weekly, and me and my twin flame do, because we always got blocks. They're always coming. There's always those challenges. But, it's so incredibly important, but I'm so thankful that I showed up for myself and I committed to myself in a very deep way. And as a result of that, that love that I gave myself has come back, tenfold and in miraculous ways. And what I'm sharing with you is you deserve that too, right? Like separation is not normal. It might feel a sense of comfortability in it because it's kind of like what you're experiencing and what you've known, but it's not okay. It's not normal. You're supposed to be, you know, living your life purpose with your twin flame, having a good life, creating, working towards goals, creating your dream home, your dream family, all of those things that you desire in your heart to have with them. So, with that being said, reach out if you are ready to receive support and you're ready to really get those wheels turning and moving forward on your journey. I'm eager to support you, happy to help you. And as I say always, my information is in the description box below. So just please connect, reach out, and I look forward to speaking with you. And don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.